You're watching Let the Quran Speak. Now we answer questions we've received from you, our viewers, and if you have a question yourself, you can visit our website, www.quranspeaks.com. Okay, Brother Shabir, the first question is about the origin of Shiism, and the person wants to know who are Shiites exactly.
Mm-hmm. Well, that calls into question more broadly what is the difference between Sunnis and Shiis. Well, when we refer to a Muslim, we're referring to somebody who follows the Quran and the message given through the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, more generally. And this includes both Sunnis and Shias. Sunnis make up about 85% of the world Muslim population, Shias another 10% or so, and the other 5%, a number of other smaller groups. Well, the main difference between Sunnis and Shias is a political difference. You see, after the death of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, Muslims had to think carefully about who will be their next political leader. And many Muslims agreed to have Abu Bakr as the political leader. But there were some who thought that Ali, the cousin and also the son-in-law of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, should have been the first caliph. It turns out that he was the fourth caliph in a line of caliphs. The matter did not lead to any major consequence until eventually there was some major clash between some who supported Ali against those who claimed rulership in another area. Those who supported Ali are called in Arabic technically the Shiite of Ali, just as the others are called the Shiite of Muawiyah. So Shia means supporter. But the name Shia came eventually in history to refer specifically to the supporters of Ali and eventually into a blossoming specific faith that comes to be known as Shiism today.
So what is the difference now? I mean, beyond the political differences, what is the difference between a Sunni and a Shiite?
Well, the political difference led to some other consequences because once it was thought that Ali should have been the first caliph, then what are we to think about the first three caliphs? It would mean that they somehow usurped the right of Ali to be the caliph. So this led to some other sorts of implications. One implication for many was that the other companions of the Prophet, especially the first three caliphs, whom Sunnis highly respect, were usurpers of the rightful caliphate that belonged to Ali, and hence they are sinful Muslims. That would implicate many of the companions, including the wives of the Prophet, peace be upon him, whom for Sunnis are the mothers of the believers. Moreover, when the claim was put forward that Ali should really have been the first caliph, some thought that that claim must have been in the Quran itself, because it is such an important matter to them that the Quran could not have not mentioned this. But of course, the Quran as we have it now does not say anything about that. So some even imagined that the Quran must have said it, but the Sunnis took out those verses that said something in favor of Ali. Some others took a milder position and looked at some verses in the Quran which they interpret through some tendentious means to refer to Ali. And some of the Sunni works also eventually harnessed some of those interpretations to say, well, wait a minute, we're not averse to Ali. We love Ali and we love his family. And so it has become a matter for Sunnis as well to affirm that Ali is dear to us and his family is dear to us, the family of the Prophet in general. And we do not have a difference at that level. The difference then has been political, and some implications from that political difference have emerged as well.
Now, this is a divide that won't go away, right? There are many Shiites in the world today. Can you talk about that?
I mean, divides don't go away. Somehow they tend to live on. As much as we talk about ecumenism among the churches, we want to bring Catholic and Protestant together, we want to reunite and so on. But it doesn't happen. Individuals are different, we're educated differently, each of us only knows some partial truth. Nobody knows everything entirely, and so the most we can hope for is to have a coherent theory, a theory of things that makes sense of the most observations that we can make sense of. So we cannot insist that what I have is absolutely right and everybody else is absolutely wrong. I think this is a level that we should strive for. At least Sunnis and Shiis should be willing to get along with each other, to live and let live, to say, okay, we are following this is what we understand, you're following that's what you understand. Let's do good things because we don't differ regarding that. Let's unite in battling evil because at least we agree on that. And these theological differences we can discuss and we should discuss. We should talk about them. We can have academic debates, but at the end of the day, we should realize that these issues are not going to be settled some 1,000 years after they were first raised. But we should learn to live with these differences and yet embrace the other.
All right. Thank you for your time, Brother Shabir.
You're welcome.
That's all the time we have. We'd like to hear from you. Please visit our website, www.quranspeaks.com. Send us your comments, your suggestions, and your donations. I'm Safiya Ali. For all of us here at Let the Quran Speak, thank you for watching. I'll see you next week.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar.